All right. What's going on? We live. Yeah, DJ's hammy will be good. I'm not worried about DJ today. We got ball first though. Shepard across the formation. DJ drops back to start. Caught. Slayton across the middle. First down. Yeah, what's going on? Dundee, what's going on? Jay Salcedo. All right. Second play. I expect us to run this ball here. Get that started. Hand off to Gallman. Gallman up the middle for 7, 8 yards. Perfect. Yeah, I think DJ is going to pick it up where he left off. 2nd and 2 right here. They're bringing Austin Mack in, probably to block. Another run play here. Gallman will pick it up. Solid 4 yards, man. Gallman is solid. He gets all the hitting yardage. All the hitting yardage he gets. We're moving it so far. We're definitely moving it so far. Now let's see. When this slows down a little bit, all right. Incomplete pass right here. I'm going to see if I can get this score up here. The regular ESPN score. So you guys can see that too. Let's see. All right, so that was the first incomplete pass there. I think they'll go right back to the run here on 2nd and 10. All right, play action. And he fumbles the ball, and Marcus Golden picks it up, and he's going back the other way. That's just vintage right there. That's what we didn't want to happen, and it happened. I actually didn't see the fumble, but vintage DJ against the Cardinals, just like last year. So the Cardinals have 1st and goal to start their game. Let's see what happened here. Play action. Yeah, he didn't see him coming at all. Well, I mean, had to happen sooner or later. Didn't see him coming at all. All right, let's see if I can get this. See if I can get this ESPN stream up. That's ESPN Gamecast, so you guys can see who aren't seeing it. DJ fumbled, and Marcus Golden of all people caused the fumble. The guy who I wanted to keep. See if I can. Yeah, I guess this stream doesn't work out. All right. All right, just let me know in the chat. Would you guys prefer you guys want to see the game on the screen as the Cardinals are here in 2nd and goal? Quick little misdirection, and Christian Kirk is looking like he's gonna. Now they're in the 3rd and goal from the 1 yard line. Dallas is in the red zone against the Bengals. Yeah. DJ got killed. They missed an assignment, but he still got to see the guy coming from the front side. But I mean, just all around bad play from everybody there. No blocking it, and yeah, he's got to secure the ball. All right, 3rd and goal here. They're going to try to go up the middle, and they're not going to get it. So this is decision time. Don't let that fumble cost you 7. Yeah, Golden came in untouched. But again, as a quarterback, you got to realize that someone's coming at you from the front side. My X factor, I was in the entertaining stream yesterday, and I forgot to mention this. My X factor for this game was Cam Fleming. He didn't give up that sack there. The tight end just didn't chip him. But Cam Fleming is definitely the X factor. He can't beat us. 4th and goal here. A lot of misdirection. No one's open. And we're going to stop him. Let's go. Perfect, man. Don't let DJ's fumble cost you any points. Stop them on 4th down here. They forced the fumble, and we gave up no points out of it. Look at James Bradbury, man. So inspirational. I just realized I got last week's background for this week. See if I can change this. Yeah, they got no points out of that. So, DJ was rusty. He fumbled the ball. Just get right back into it. We were moving the ball. Let's get right back to it. At least play it for field position, because we're really lucky we didn't give up any points that drive. See if I can change this. Yeah, that was a couple of dumb play calls. Salcedo, you're right. I'm going to see. I just realized I had the Seahawks background from last week. Get this up here. So this should change. Yeah, Cliff has really dropped the ball. Yeah, okay, I got the right background up. Yeah, but Cliff has dropped the ball lately, coaching. I don't know what he's been up to, but and the thing is, yeah, we do have a pretty decent secondary because of the 2 safeties and Bradbury, but we're missing our slot corner, and Yadam has been solid for us, but we really don't have a reputable second corner. So that was a great job making those tackles in open space and making sure they didn't get into the end zone there. So we got extremely lucky there. DJ got extremely lucky there. So let's hope that we can take this and score this upcoming drive. We're in the shadow of our own end zone. We don't want to give up a safety for the 2nd week in a row. Everybody in the world knows we're going to hand this off. Right back to the line of scrimmage there. Right back to the line of scrimmage there. I don't know who that was that they had on James Bradbury. Actually, if he let him outside, that would have been a touchdown, but I don't know who. Play action there. All right. Okay, that scared me for a second, but we got 6 yards out of that. Caden Smith for 6. Complete substitution. Evan Ingram comes onto the field. Sterling Shepard comes onto the field. Empty backfield. Deion Lewis back into the backfield. Isaiah Simmons follows him. So we're in a shotgun here. 3 wide receivers to the left. Instant pressure, and it's dropped. Yeah, Slayton couldn't come up with it. But guess what? We didn't give up any points off that fumble. And we're going to get a chance to actually punt and make them actually have to drive some. You would kind of say that that's pass interference, the way he was on his back like that, but they're not going to call that on Patrick Peterson. Kirk reversed the entire length of the field, and again, the special teams is letting us down. The 3rd week in a row, the special teams has given up an impactful play. He got back like 25 yards on that punt return. The special teams has got to step up. Special teams has got to stop letting this team down. It was okay for 2 weeks, but, 3 weeks in a row, that's it, man. You said, yeah, I don't know. Maybe because Hopkins is injured or something. Maybe that's why you haven't been going to him as much. But, yeah, that's a good point. Last week, they didn't target him all that much. All right, we good to go. So, pretty much this is the first drive, in my opinion, minus that bad return. We were moving the ball that first drive, and Marcus Golden came unblocked, fumbled the ball. So, this is pretty much everything restarting here. They're going to get it at the 38. I really need, I don't know what else we need to do for the special teams, but they have got to stop letting this team down. Like, this is the 3rd week in a row. A safety last week, 2 weeks ago, a kickoff return. Like, they got to step it up, man. You don't have to be exceptional. Just do your job. Oh, yeah. Marcus Golden is really high energy. I don't know how many sacks he'll have. That play, he just came unblocked. So I don't know how he'll actually play against our defense, our offensive line. But if they're going to leave him unblocked, he'll have as many sacks as they let him. In the flats to Chase Edmonds, screen, James Bradbury. Yeah. One thing about the Giants defense is that they don't really play the flats. They're satisfied with giving up those flat throws. So they don't want to give up anything over top. Hopkins right across the middle. Yeah, Hopkins was wide open on that play. You cannot play that weak soft zone against DeAndre Hopkins. That's not going to work. He's way too good of a route runner and way too good at finding the spots. So if you play zone against Hopkins, that's what you're going to get. Whoa, look at that penetration. Who is that? Carter Coughlin again. Man, look at that penetration on that toss play. Carter Coughlin is getting his money. He's playing all over this defense. They tried to block him with, I think, Larry Fitzgerald or a tight end. Not going to work. Not going to work. And he actually got him down with an ankle tackle. They got Chase Edmonds moving all over the field, 2nd and 14 here. Kyler's taking off, and miscommunication there with Christian Kirk. 3rd and 14 here. All right, defense, stand up. Step up, defense. Just get off the field here on 3rd and 14. To only give up 3 points after what we've done so far in this game would be amazing. That pass was almost on the ground. He's got all the time in the world running around. They're doing a great job keeping contained. He's going to take off and run with it. And he got about 6 yards. And he's jawing with Leonard Williams right there. What's going on, Word? The Giants defense so far is pretty much stepping up. And that's the difference between Russell Wilson and Kyler. With Russell Wilson, that's like a 1 yard play. They're going to have to make adjustments. But with Kyler, if they're going to just try to leave one linebacker on him, he's going to beat him to the edge every time. And Mike Nugent is good with his first field goal attempt. Backup kicker in there, 34-yarder. Let's see. Check on some of these other games here. Got the Cowboys up 10-0 against the Bengals. I mean, who's surprised about that? Scoreless with the Chiefs and Dolphins. Buccaneers and Vikings is scoreless. Bears up 7 on the Texans. Nothing much going on so far. Cowboys are out to the strongest start. It looks like Cowboys probably scored on defense. I don't know where that score came from. Let's see. Huh. Yeah, it looks like that. The running back for the Bengals fumbled, and they returned it. Alden Smith returned it for a touchdown. So the Cowboys are doing their thing right now against obviously a much worse team than what we're playing against. But so far, they're doing their thing. You said Zane lost you 4 games? Well, yeah, I know he's out right now. You got Mike Nugent in there, so maybe he's better than Zane. You said Kyler, yeah. Yeah, we gave Kyler a ton of time because they were kind of playing just a prevent thing, the thing they were playing against Russ. But like I said, you can't just give him that edge like you were giving Russ the edge because we don't have anybody that's going to run him down. Like Russ isn't the fastest quarterback. He's elusive, but he's not like running a 4.3 or 4.5, 4.4. He's probably running like high 4.5. So Carter Coughlin on Russ was a good matchup. All right, Giants, your defense has bailed you out. They've been bailing you out the entire game. Time to put some points on the board, offense. Starting off at the 20-yard line. Time to put some points on the board. I want to see us get back to the running game. David Montgomery with an 80-yard touchdown. Wow. He definitely took off on that last drive, though. Salcedo, he definitely took off on that one. So I don't know what he's going to do. Looks like Alfred Morris is in the backfield, motioning Evan Ingram's side. Get about 2 yards on that play. Yeah. All right, 2nd and 7 here. DJ empty backfield again. Alfred Morris coming back into the backfield. This looks like a handoff to me. All the time in the world, Darius Slayton caught it, had the first down, ran backwards, gave up the first down. Oh, they gave him forward progress. I'll take that. They gave him forward progress, even though he reestablished. That's kind of a bad call, but I'll take that first down there. Because he caught it about 2 yards past the first down marker. He caught it about 2 yards past that marker, and he ended up getting hit and trying to turn back up the field. So, yeah, that's a bad call. Because first off, if you're giving him forward progress, then that's a clear first down. It's like 2 yards past the marker. But if you're going to sit there and say that he's reestablishing progress, then that's like a 3rd and 3. So we'll see. That's the first down. I'll take it. I will take that. Looks like these officials aren't going to call a good game today. All right, 1st and 10, 31-yard line. Looks like Kirkpatrick is at the top of the screen with no help over the top of, let's see what Buda Baker does. But it looks like we're going to have a one-on-one on the top of the screen. If there is a one-on-one up there, I expect him to go to Darius Slayton. All right, that's a handoff there. Alfred Morris for a solid 5-6 yards. Will Hernandez was in there that play. You just never know who's going to be in there. Hernandez, Lemieux, everybody's rotating in and out. I don't know if something's going on with Wayne Gallman. I don't have my sound up too high. So if you hear something about that, let me know. But so far, I see him on the sideline, and Alfred Morris is getting a ton of reps. So play action there. DJ's out on the edge. And you got to think that DJ a couple of weeks ago would run for that first down. But probably didn't have that gear. He doesn't look slowed. DJ doesn't really look slow or anything. He just looks like he's a little hesitant to run. That last play, he didn't really kick it into the next gear to try to get the first down, but I think they just don't want him running at this point. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with Gallman. He's still on the sideline. I think he must be banged up. Deion Lewis is in there. 3rd and 5 here. All the time in the world. All the time in the world, and he's getting sacked. Yeah. No one is open. Yeah, I can tell it's pretty much the same thing that's going on with Kyler Murray on the other side. Is he's not going to take off in these situations for these first downs because he doesn't want to take these hits, whether it's coaching or it's him. He's not wanting to take these hits. Also, they had a spy on him, so that's something to keep in mind too. Oh, Nate Ebner almost missed that block again. All right, so they're into the 19 here, and it looks like it's going to be a flag that'll cut this in half, so they'll probably be starting around their own 10-yard line. Yeah, it looks like they had our receivers blanketed that play, and it was just nowhere to go with the ball. We don't know, man. We're starting off how we've been playing on defense, so that's a good sign. It's just about our offense waking up. I think it's just going to start when we can start getting this run game going. Yeah, it looked like Buda Baker was going to come down into the box, but as soon as the play started, he started to bail and play over the top. So that probably caught DJ off guard, and no one was pretty much open. I'm still confident, though, just because our defense is playing well. As long as they keep us in the game, all we got to do is get the ground game going. Wayne Gallman has been on the sideline that entire last drive and part of the drive before that. So I don't know if he's injured right now. If he is, obviously that's a pretty big loss. Let me check Twitter to see if I see anything about that. Let's see. I don't know if they just held him out or. Yeah, I don't see anything about a Wayne Gallman injury. I don't see anything about a Wayne Gallman injury. So, yeah, to open that up, they were playing pretty deep on that last play. So to open that up, we're going to start to have to get the ground game going. If they're able to stop the running game like how they've been doing the last drive, so that's going to affect everything. Yeah, you can't play this soft zone against Hopkins. It's not going to work. It's not going to work, man. I don't understand why they're not understanding that. Hopkins is going to find, it looks exactly like the old play. He's going to find the opening space in his own. Yeah, they're giving Kyler lanes, definitely. And they're underestimating his speed. So, I mean, I guess they're banking that he won't run, but if you leave him wide open, I mean, he'll run and slide. So they got to tighten up on that too. All right, what is this? 2nd and 7 here. Looks like a heavy run set. Play action. No one's really open. Kyler's going to take off again. Yeah, like I said, if you leave it wide open, he's going to take off. I don't understand why they're not realizing that. Kyler will take off if you leave it wide open. You're not going to be able to track down Kyler Murray. See, look at this. With Carter Coughlin, you're not going to just track down Kyler Murray. 2 yards there on that run for them. Vikings got Dalvin Cook into the end zone there. Yeah, but I mean, Patrick Graham is going to continue to play this bend but don't break defense. And it's been working for us lately. So, I mean, I guess I can't complain too much. Giants did a really good job. Xavier McKinney actually came up. I think that's Xavier McKinney's first career tackle. And it's third or fourth game. He's finally got his first career tackle. So we finally did a great job of coming up and making the tackle and the flats. We left that open that entire time. He worked through his entire progression, and no one was open. So we're in the 3rd and 7 here. Bradbury lined up over Hopkins. Intercepted! Oh my God, he dropped it. I'm sick of these safeties dropping interceptions. They're all over the field, but they're dropping things. We showed that play. We showed this look against the Bengals, where it was a cover 2 that James Bradbury sunk kind of deep on. And it looks like it's a cover 3 and Hopkins has got him beat. And the safety came right over the top and he dropped it. And we called for a fair catch there at the 9-yard line. That should have been an interception, man. That cover 2 where Bradbury sags and then pretends like he got beat, that works. And that's caused a couple of interceptions this year. Man, you got to make these plays, man. I mean, of course, I can't get too bad at the defense because of the situations they've already been put in and they've stepped up. No, Hopkins wasn't wide open. That was a cover 2. It was a cover 2, and they disguised it. Bradbury was playing the flats, and he pretended like he was going to sink. That was covered. It was perfectly played by the defense, except they dropped the interception. Gallman back on the field, picking up 3. All right, so I guess they just wanted to give Alfred Morris that last drive for some reason. I don't understand why, but wasted drive. Mahomes just tried to outrun the Dolphins defense, and he ran backwards 30 yards. He's on a 4th and 42. They'll only allow that. The safety was over top, Jay Salcedo. That's what I'm saying. The safety was over the top. He started off in the middle, and he was over the top. He broke down because the throw was so short. Either way, the play was covered. He was never going to be open. The only way that ball gets completed is if he hits the back shoulder in between the safety and the corner. But that wasn't there over the top. If you don't believe me, just check out my film breakdown in a couple of days. I'll show you. I'll show you from the all 22. He's got that ball has to be in between the safety and the corner on the sideline. Basically like the Super Bowl Eli throw on the sideline. That's where it has to be. Over the top is covered, underneath is covered. Antonio Brown is number 1 trending. What's going on with AB? Let's see. Why is he trending? People just make people trend for no reason. There's nothing going on. I guess they're blaming Antonio Brown for the Bucks losing right now. All right. 2nd and 7 here. You got to expect they're going to try to feed this running game some more. They're going to leave Pat Pete on Darius Slayton pretty much this whole game, which is going to create some opportunities. If Gallman could have gotten out of that ankle tackle, he would have been gone. That's a great tackle, Marcus Golden. Marcus Golden is really good against the run. He's really underrated for how good he is against the run. Yeah, Jay Salcedo, if he wants to throw that up and give D-Hop a chance over top of Logan Ryan, that's fine. But as far as him being wide open, he wasn't really wide open. But yeah, I definitely take my chances of him one-on-one with the safety to try to get over top of him. I mean, he caught that Hail Mary over 3 people. So so you would definitely want to give him the chance there. He's wide open. That guy was wide open, man. Bottom of the screen, he had someone wide open in the flat. I think Daniel Jones is someone that needs to be hit to be in the game. And they're going to circle him too. Deion Lewis was wide open in the flats. He just doesn't see it. Daniel Jones, when he gets in the game and he gets to get hit and he runs and stuff, he starts to read the entire field better. That time he just worked his reads, and I guess the flat was his last option. Yeah, you don't want a punt in the middle of the field like that. This is great coverage, though. This is great coverage. That's great coverage for them not to give up a big play on that play. Yeah, I understand that. It just seems like when DJ is running and he's, falling forward and he feels like he's really in the game running and stuff, it seems like he starts to read the field better. Because when he's not running, he's just, for some reason, He just seems to not be as good. Because Deion Lewis was wide open in that flat. He hits him, that's a first down. So now we're putting it back on our defense again to step up and make a stop. They can get anything from this running game or Daniel Jones. We can start to build some momentum, but if not, you're going to put entirely too much pressure on this defense. Yeah, I think that Cliff cost them a touchdown in that red zone that first time with that play calling. I really do. But I mean, you got to also give the Giants defense credit. They made a great tackle on Christian Kirk. I thought he would score on that play. All right, check back on these games. Minnesota's back in the red zone. Cowboys are still up 10-0. Dolphins up 7-0 on the Chiefs. And other than that, nothing really going on. Titans up 7-0 against the Jaguars, but who didn't expect that? Bears up 14-0 on the Texans. Deshaun Watson versus the world. No Will Fuller now. DeAndre Hopkins has been on the injury report all year. I don't know who actually thought that he wouldn't be playing today. All right, we got Bradbury. We got Bradbury one-on-one against Hopkins here, but it's a run play. Kenyon Drake does his best to get a half a yard on that play. All right, we just need the defense to step up again, so the offense can get something going. We run the ball well against them in spots, so if we can continue to do that, I feel good about it. Did Dan Bailey miss? He missed the extra point, and now we got some pressure coming up the middle, and that play is inaccurate. It looks like the tight end was limping going to the outside, but that throw still wouldn't have been on the mark, even if he had run to the sideline. Let's see. I think that's Dan Arnold. Isaac Yadam, yeah. All right, yeah. That throw would have been completed if he didn't stop in his route. Yeah, I noticed that they don't have the extra point, and the Vikings were in the red zone. Yeah, Dan Bailey, he used to be so money, but I guess he's getting old, so not everybody can be Vinatieri. All right, Chase Edmonds, don't let him get the first. They got decision time coming on 4th and 1. I think they'll go for it. 4th and 1 here. 4th and 1 at like the 44, 43. So they'll probably go for it here. They're keeping the offense on the field. All right, this is your second time to step up, defense. They're probably going to go man across the board here. Also got to watch out for the run. Also got to watch out for Murray taking it for a yard. And they're going to run it and pick up 3 yards. All right. 1st and 10 at the Giants, 39 or something? Kyler Murray takes off again. They better not throw a flag there. All right. 2nd and 5. Oh boy, man. You say he just doesn't like to practice. Yeah, it's hilarious. They left that running lane pretty wide open. 2-yard pickup there on 2nd down. Jimmy Graham is still doing it. 14 up on those Texans. All right. 3rd and 3 here. This is an empty backfield. Of course, you got to watch out for Murray. Anytime there's an empty backfield here, it looks like Tate Crowder is going to be probably spying Murray on this play. And we got someone wide open in the middle of the zone. Looks like Dan Arnold, I think. Yeah, we got somebody wide open there. Yeah, I know Mahomes, he scrambled backwards 30 yards on 3rd down to try to make a throw, and he ended up getting sacked. He thought that he was Michael Vick in like Madden 06. Kyler Murray kept the ball, and that's false start there. All right. So we got a 1st and 15 here. Oh, this Giants defense, man. They keep us in every game. We just need the offense to do something. We got Xavier McKinney basically playing slot corner. You know this is going to be zone because they're not going to have McKinney on Hopkins one-on-one in the slot and man coverage at all. Yeah, man. And it looks like Kyler Murray might be hurt. I don't know what's going on there. All right, he's not hurt. But we had a safety coming off the edge on that blitz. We actually had Tate Crowder coming. And it looks like Kyler Murray was grabbing his calf. Yeah, done deal. They should be trying to get the ball to Scotty Miller anyway. It looks like Kyler pulled his calf when he threw that muscle. When he threw that, not throw the muscle, when he threw that ball. Yeah, I don't know how he got hurt on that play. He didn't get touched. But it looks like he's going to stay in the game. Or he might be walking over to his sideline. I can't tell. Okay, it looks like he'll stay in the game. Yeah, it looked like he was hurt, but he's back in the huddle now on his 2nd and 15. Kenyon Drake loses 2 yards there, 1.5 yards. All right, 3rd and 16 here. Defense is stepping up once again. What a great job by Jabril Peppers and James Bradbury to come up in that run game. Yeah, that looks like it's like a pull. I mean, not a pull, but it looks like a strain mostly in his calf. He looks like he's moving a little bit better right now. come up and make that tackle. Hopkins gets 1 yard on the screen play. They're going to kick a field goal. So the defense has stepped up again. I mean, what else? What else can you ask from this unit, man? Patrick Graham is a magic man. What else can you ask from him? Kyler's still walking a little gingerly, but he looks like he's moving a little bit better. Mike Nugent. Hopefully we can get a miss. Nope. Right down the middle. 6-0 Cardinals. So the Giants have the opportunity to come out and get a touchdown and go up. I don't think the way both of these teams are playing, I don't see either one getting to 28 points right now. I think it's a race to 20, to be honest. Kansas City just got in the end zone. The Bucs got in the end zone. They're up 7-6. Titans up 7-0. Cowboys up 17-0. Ezekiel Elliott is just having a horrible season this year. 6 carries, 17 yards, 2.8 yards per carry. He's been going through it. He's really been going through it. Andy Dalton has been getting a little bit of chemistry lately with Amari Cooper, though. Watch the Cowboys beat the Bengals, the Cincinnati Bengals with no Joe Burrow, and I bet they'll be talking about tomorrow about their chances at winning the division. Like the Giants beat the Seahawks last week, undisputed. You don't hear about it until the middle of the show. Washington beats the undefeated Pittsburgh Steelers. You don't hear about it until the middle of the show. And then when the Cowboys, when they lost to the Ravens, it's the first topic on Undisputed. So far, the defense is doing what I expected them to do. Of course, you just want that interception that Logan Ryan dropped back. Other than that, they're doing what I expected them to do. Offense, I expected them to run the ball a lot better than what they're doing. But like I said, Marcus Golden is a beast against the run, and Andrew Thomas isn't able to get enough on him to be able to drive him down the line of scrimmage. My favorite Giants player right now, maybe I say Jabril Peppers. Used to be Saquon, but he's not playing right now. Deion Lewis is going to take that out. And he's fumbling. Yeah, I don't get it, man. I just don't get it. Deion Lewis, first of all, should have taken a knee. Deion Lewis should have taken a knee. And instead, he brings it out, gets tackled at the 19. He brings it out, gets tackled at the 19, and fumbles the ball. That's disgusting. The special teams has given up so much these last 3 weeks. I just can't do it, man. I just can't do it. And if this defense can still give up 3 points again, all right here, we need a turnover. We need a real turnover. If you look, number 49 for the Cardinals, he kicked the ball. He kicked Deion Lewis's shoulder or his arm, and the ball came out. All right, clean set of downs. The defense has to be tired. They've been on the field forever. You're going to take a timeout here. I just don't get it. Special teams is letting us down. They really are. They gave up that big return. They're not getting the field position they need to on their returns, and now they're fumbling the ball. Hopefully they get 3 points out of it. I just didn't like the fact that Deion Lewis even took it out. I was already angry about that, and then he goes and fumbles the ball. Like if you're going to be in a situation where you're not even going to get back to the 25-yard line, like if you're only getting back to the 20-yard line or something, secure the ball. And Kenyon Drake to the edge there, and he's gonna take that all the way to the 5. I mean, you can't expect, they're not the 85 Bears. I mean, even the 85 Bears, you can't just continue to just give teams the ball in your own territory and not expect them to score. So now they're the 1st and goal at the 6. Kenyon Drake loses a yard there. See, the Cardinals going up the middle against us, that's not really going to happen. But getting to the edges against us has been possible pretty much by everybody all year. So we gotta somehow limit those runs to the edges. And we got somebody. I like that play design. I love that play design by Patrick Graham. He had that is something, man. He had Carter Coughlin running across the line with the tight end, and everybody thought it was man coverage. And all of a sudden, Carter Coughlin drops back into the middle of the field. I like that play design. Yeah, Daniel Jones is looking like that. I guess when he doesn't have that run as a threat, he's got to reestablish himself. Bradbury's playing inside. Looks like they're taking another timeout. Okay, New York took a timeout there. All right, if the defense can step up again, man, that's big. That'll be big if the defense can step up. I mean, all right, we got Bradbury on Hopkins, top of the screen. He's not going to get any help up there. That's where the ball is going, man. That's where the ball has to go. Best player on best player, that's where the ball has to go. And you leave Dan Arnold wide open in the back of the end zone with 3 guys on him. With 3 guys had a chance to try to make a play at the ball, and none of them made it. Like I said, you got to expect eventually they're going to score. Did Dan Bailey miss another field goal? Wow. Yeah, you got 3 guys there. that he got behind. I don't know how that's possible. You don't see the 6'5", 6'6" guy standing wide open at the back of the end zone. But I'm not gonna scold the defense because they've done their job so far. If the offense had been able to get anything going, this team would not. They would have like 3 points on the board right now. So the offense is going to have a chance to redeem themselves. What do we got? 13 nothing right now. All right. So we got 6:53 left to go in the second quarter. Yes, I've seen that you guys have kind of not had the same success in the red zone that you used to have. Yeah, they done deal. They should be up 17-7? Or I guess you're right, 13-7. Yeah, you're right. But the Giants offense is having a flashback, and I haven't seen the Giants special teams play like this since 2016, 2017. Fumbling on kickoff returns, not getting good field position, not tackling in the open field on special teams. That's not what we need right now. But I mean, everything gets solved with the run game. If you can go out there and start running the ball, everything is solved. Still the second quarter, 13 points is not an insurmountable lead. And they were running the ball on that first play, on that first drive. But it seems like yeah, I mean, I understand if you want to dip to another game or something, but we need a touchdown here. People are already throwing stones at Jason Garrett. Jason Garrett, he hasn't really done anything bad so far. It's really the special teams. I mean, the field position. That's what's been hurting us. The field position, the fact that Deion Lewis decided to fumble in his own 20-yard line. I need you to. They're going to make him return it again this time. He had a perfect chance to nail that. You better secure the football, man. All right, we're starting at the 29. It looks like Logan Ryan just lost him. He thought he had help with Jabril Peppers, and Jabril Peppers thought that Logan Ryan was going to carry him. All right, Gallman in the backfield. Play action. More than enough time. We got someone open. Golden Tate drops it. Yeah. Golden Tate with the drop. He swatted out his hand, but I mean, Golden Tate is the big superstar that says throw me the ball, so you got to catch that. DJ stood in the pocket and took that hit, but Golden Tate drops it. You got to catch it and tuck it. All right. Shepard in the slot. Gallman has the ball. Man, they just run it so aggressively with Wayne Gallman. Yeah, Golden Tate will be cut soon enough. He'll be cut soon enough. All right. First down caught. Great catch by Darius Slayton, man. Yeah, I thought he'd be gone by now too. I thought he'd be benched or something by now, but Wayne Gallman picks up a half a yard there. Yeah, Tate thinks thinks that he's a superstar. I mean, superstar would have made that catch. Evan Ingram 1-on-1 in the slot. Looks like they're playing man. Wayne Gallman picks up 4 on that catch. They tried to break on that. Tom Brady stood in the pocket, got it to Scotty Miller. 48-yard touchdown. Yeah, right now, I don't think it's coaching. I don't think coaching is beating us. I think it's execution, and they're not executing on special teams. We're in the 3rd and 7 situation right here. Deion Lewis in the backfield. Good protection again. Slayton tries to push off. Man. All right. He was wide open right there. If he'd have been able to make that one-handed catch, I mean, he would have had a good shot. There would be no defense on that. I'm glad that DJ gave him a shot, though, to catch that. So this is 4:28 left. This is the biggest drive in the game so far. And if the Giants defense gives up any points here, that should be curtains. I mean, to be honest with you, that'll be curtains if the Giants. Yeah, they're going to start at the 20. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Jay Salcedo is right. We're not getting out-coached. The Giants players are just not executing at all. Because people are trying to blame Jason Garrett, but he had Deion Lewis wide open in the flat that last drive. Wide open. Deion Lewis also on the kickoff return fumbles the ball. So you gotta put some onus on those players. Because mind you, the Cardinals are going to get the ball out of the half. So if we can't get a stop here, that's going to be big. That's pretty much the difference in the game, the Deion Lewis fumble. The defense have been playing well. They're still playing well, in my opinion. But the Deion Lewis fumble, that's the difference. That's the touchdown. Offense can hurt you. That's fine. Offense will hurt you from time to time. Offense will turn over the ball. But once you have special teams turning over the ball, special teams, especially if they're not an explosive unit where they're going to be scoring touchdowns, you don't want them turning over the ball because they can't make up for it. The offense can make up for it. Because without that Deion Lewis fumble, who knows what we do on that drive? You know, the score would be 6-0 right now. It will. I mean, if the Cardinals don't completely collapse the rest of the season, I imagine Cliff Kingsbury will be here forever. Not forever, but he'll be here at least through next year, even if they do collapse this season. He'll be here for a while. So sorry to tell you, but I doubt they're going to get rid of Cliff Kingsbury. Kyler's in this offense, and that's it's his second year in the offense, and he's gotten better. So that's the only reason they hired him was for the quarterback position. All right, let's step it up here. See if we can make something happen on defense. Kyler with a clean pocket. In the flats, Christian Kirk gets out of bounds. 4:11 left. I'm looking for us to try to get a 3-and-out here so we can get the ball back. Yeah, I said as long as Kyler doesn't start to regress, Cliff Kingsbury is going to stay there. That's pretty much all there is to it. Yeah, they're giving Hopkins those out routes just like they were giving them to DK and Metcalf. I want them to be a little bit more aggressive there. He can run with Hopkins. He couldn't. Bradbury can't run with Metcalf, but he can run with Hopkins. So again, that's not going anywhere. That running game with them isn't going anywhere. So we got a 2nd and 9 here. It looks like Hopkins over the middle. And Bradbury made what looked like a rookie that was Jabril Peppers made a rookie mistake and just jumped over him. Didn't touch him down. It allowed him to get about 2 more yards. You cannot play zone coverage against DeAndre Hopkins. You got to come after Kyler Murray. Are they going to call that a drop? Well, it looks like. Okay, 2nd and 1 here. All right. Oh, the ball's on the ground, and Kyler Murray's just going to fall on it. So they'll have a 3rd and 6 here. That might have been what kills their drive. We'll see what they do this next play. But like I said, the difference in this game is the Deion Lewis fumble. If we can get the ball back here, that kind of makes me feel better if we can get in the end zone here. But it's all on the Deion Lewis fumble right now. You fumble the ball on your own 25-yard line. There's only so many times you're going to have for the defense to come up with a stop in the red zone. Yeah, I know you probably meant to say boat. It looks like they did go on another boat trip. They came out flat, almost like they were underestimating this team, which makes no sense. You're in the worst division of football. You're getting made fun of all year, and you're coming out taking teams lightly. So this play right here is crucial. This is going to be a 3rd and 5. This play is crucial. We can get off the field here and somehow get in the end zone because they're getting the ball out of the half. They're getting the ball out of the half, so. And if Kyler puts the ball in the harm's way, you got to come up and make these interceptions, man. You can't be dropping interceptions, and you can't drop deep throws down the field like Golden Tate did. You can't do it, man. Yeah, the defense is playing well. You only have so many chances that you're going to get. Like, you can't expect the defense to continue to just stop. Yeah, I'm not expecting the defense to bail him out, but I'm saying when a defensive back has his hands on the ball, I do want him to catch the interception. I'm not saying they're playing bad. I just want them to just take advantage of the opportunities they have. Because if they weren't playing well, we'd be losing like 21-0, 28-0, probably. So big 3rd and 5 here. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field here. Get into some 2 minutes, try to get in the end zone. Looks like Julian Love is going to be carrying Larry Fitzgerald. Oh, what a catch, man. I can't. What a catch. I can't be mad at that. That's just what a catch. I can't say anything about that. That's game right there. Because if they get in the end zone here, I see that as game. That's a catch, man. That's a serious catch. That's a nice back shoulder throw. And you can't do anything about that. You cannot do anything about that. The ball juggled out. I mean, the ball fell out when it hit the ground, but that's a serious catch. Like you can't be bad at that. Now the ball's out of his hands when his hands hit the ground, but I don't know if that's enough to overturn it. If that is, I mean, that's a big call. But I mean, if you ask me, I say that that's a catch. You're saying that's not a catch? You think that they're going to say because that ball popped out when his hands hit the ground, it won't be? I mean, he had the ball in his hands with possession on the ground with one knee in bounds. So I think they'll call it a catch. I think they'll say that'll stand. Doesn't matter what I think, though. I mean, I'm not even going to play the other side or give myself hope that they'll overturn it because I know they won't. Yeah, Dean Blandino is saying that that's a drop. Dean Blandino is saying it's a drop, but I think these referees are going to go against the Giants because they're always there when we're playing bad to just salt the wound. They're just there to just put that extra salt in the wound. Everybody thinks they're going to bring it back, but we'll see. All right. He didn't maintain control. Incomplete pass. Let's go. I'll take that. Catching is a science now. It's not as simple as everybody thinks. I guess if Dez didn't catch it, then he didn't catch it. That's a big move, though. Yeah, that Cardinals receiver did not do it. What the hell is going on? I don't know what Jabril Peppers is doing right there. That just made me nervous. But he tried to save the ball from going to the end zone, and he ended up throwing it into the end zone. That seemed a little bit. He seemed to make it a little bit more complicated than it needed to be. All right, Giants offense, you got to step up here. Chiefs up 14-10. Bears up 23-7 on the Texans. Cowboys up 17-7 on the Bengals. All right. See what we got. Time is here. Sterling Shepard for 4. Let's keep this hurrying up. We got 2 timeouts. Matt Parrott on the right side. Back in the shotgun, Deion Lewis in the backfield picking up the blitz. You got to hold on to the ball. I think the Cardinals are going to be one of DJ's kryptonite teams. I just think that the Cardinals are always going to be one of his teams. Just like how Eli used to turn the ball over 5 times every game against the Vikings. I think that the Cardinals are going to be his kryptonite team. Third and 21 here. Of course, a handoff to Deion Lewis. And they're probably just going to hold this and just go into the half. The Cardinals are going to take this time out just for giggles. So they'll have a shot at this punt return, which seems pretty possible the way the Giants special teams have been playing lately. Yeah, I don't remember the last time we beat the Cardinals. I don't remember that. I remember beating the Cardinals 2011 when we won the Super Bowl, when Victor Cruz caught the ball and got on the ground and then left the ball on the ground, and they called it a fumble. But then they reversed it and said that he gave himself up. That's the last time I remember beating the Cardinals. All right, they're gonna punt it. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't know what's going on. What's going on, Diablo? But yeah, they're just laying an egg. DJ is just for some reason he's playing weird against this team. I don't understand it. What's going on, Big Blue Gaming? Difference is we haven't been able to run the ball the way we've been. I mean, every time we try to run it, we've gotten about at least. I mean, we've gotten like 2-3 yards at least every time. So he's going to put a lot of air under this. All right. See, special teams is again not doing a very good job. I've never seen the Giants special teams as far as return. They were so good in coverage. I've never seen them all of a sudden become so bad. I've never seen a team all of a sudden become so bad in punt. They've got to be the worst in the league. They can't cover anything. Yeah, I'm thinking that DJ isn't 100%, but I mean, he's able to throw the ball down the field, and he's made a couple mental errors today. So I'm not going to blame it all on his health. I just think all the times that he's made, kind of questionable decisions, there have been times where he probably would have taken off and run with it. So now the Giants defense has to play Superman again and stop this Cardinals team from getting about 20 yards to kick a field goal. That's what I mean, Jake Salcedo. Nobody's 100%. Kyler's not 100%. Hopkins isn't 100%. Nobody's 100%. And they get 11 yards on that run there and get out of bounds. They let him get out of bounds. That's the bigger thing. Now they need about what? 10 more yards to be in field goal range? All right. And yeah, that's it. They're in field goal range. They're probably going to take another shot, try to get a little bit closer, but they're in field goal range now. Yeah, the defense has been on the field the whole game. This is ridiculous. They've been on the field the whole game, and they've stood up. But at some point, you don't have any more to give. This looks like week 3. All right. So there's 4 seconds left. They're gonna attempt a field goal, and they're getting the ball out of the half. So our defense is getting very used to being on the field. Let's check the time of possession so far. 17 minutes to 12 minutes. Yeah, they're killing us in time of possession so far. We've got 58 total yards in the first half. Which, if you look back to last week, and that's no good. And I don't know what was going on as far as the Giants defense moving around. I don't know what was going on that play, but if it's no good, it's no good. No, okay, he's taking the flag out. What's going on? I don't understand what's going on here. So now he's going to re-kick this field goal from 5 yards back. What do we got? Like 60 rushing yards first half? 43, they're saying. All right. So they're going to reattempt this. They're going to probably throw a Hail Mary here. Let's not be stupid and give this up. Let's not give up a second Hail Mary to this team. He's got all the time in the world, and it looks like he's just going to run. I don't know what he thinks he was doing there. He started pointing around like he was going to get blocks, but he didn't get anything. That's going to take us into the half. Very disappointing half. All right, so the time possession 17:39 to 12:17. They've outgained us in yards by almost 150 yards. They sacked us 3 times. We've turned the ball over twice. So it's really going to start coming out of this half what we do. If we can hold them scoreless and get in the end zone, then that changes the complexion of the game. But right now, we have no momentum at all. Yeah, maybe I guess he was trying to pass that. I don't know why he took off there. If I was him, I mean, maybe he didn't see anything open, but it's a Hail Mary, so just throw it up. He had forever to get something on the ball. Yeah, if they get into the end zone coming out of this half, then that's something. But if not, and we get into the end zone, and it becomes a game. But if you think about it, this is pretty much what happened last week. I don't think we scored anything in the first half last week. It's just our defense. They played so well, and we hadn't fumbled inside of our own 20-yard line. We scored all 17 points in our second half. Like the offense wasn't able to run the ball until that second half. So we'll see what we do coming out of this half. Of course, Derrick Henry runs that runs that ball in. They're up 17-3 on the Jaguars. Let's check these scores. Broncos up 13-7 on the Panthers. Chiefs up 14-10 on the Dolphins. Cowboys up 17-7 on the Bengals. Bears still up 23-7 on the Texans. Titans up 17-3 on the Jaguars. Vikings down 6-17 on the Buccaneers. Yeah, I was telling people on the stream I was in yesterday. I didn't want this to be a letdown because it looks like they're not coming out with as much. Yeah, DJ is doing all that thinking again. The reason I liked how DJ was playing lately is because he was just letting everything come to him. He looked more comfortable, and now he's doing all that thinking. So he's got to settle in. Before he got hurt, he was really playing instinctively. He was playing without fear. So he's got to get back to that. If not, you know where he's going to be a liability out there. See what's going on so far. Derrick Henry has 129 yards in the first half. Mitchell Trubisky has listen to this stat line. Mitchell Trubisky is 18 for 21, 178 yards and 3 touchdowns. That dude is the most up and down quarterback in the NFL by far. Like his highs, like I remember he threw like 5-6 touchdowns in a game 2 years ago. You said awful stats, but not. What do I think about Hurts? I think Hurts is going to play better than Wentz. I don't think they'll beat the Eagles, but I mean, I don't think they'll beat the Saints at all. But I think he'll make it interesting for a little while. But I mean, the Saints are playing way too well, so it's hard to tell. But I think he's going to be playing better than Wentz, and I don't think he'll come out with the same kind of ridiculous decisions that Wentz comes up with. Yeah, the defense, you can only imagine. I mean, they should get better. I mean, I'm imagining we're going weapon as far as like receiver or tight end in the first round. But after that, I mean, I'm thinking maybe if we lose one of our D linemen, we're going D line or we're going linebacker or maybe corner. Yeah, the offense isn't playing up to par, which is like I said, they didn't do much last week actually in the first half. So yeah, I think he should go to Indianapolis or 49ers too. I think those are both good spots for him. But I don't think he's going to be good in Philadelphia. I think he needs to be on another team. Yeah, I don't think we're going to draft an edge rusher. I mean, we might draft one and get lucky, but I don't think they're going to like target a superstar kind of edge rusher. I don't think they're going to target one. I don't think this coaching staff really values like a serious edge rusher. I don't think they value that. I don't really think they value a superstar wide receiver either, but we need one. So hopefully they realize it's 2020. So if the Giants continue to play like this and they lay an egg and the Cowboys, put up what 50 points on the Bengals or something, do they flex that Giants and Browns game back to 4 o'clock or something? What's going on, King Tone? Because they flexed that Giants Browns game up because they were like the Giants are taking the next step and they're playing good football. So, are they going to do that? Yep. Man, I feel you getting through this day, getting through this game. Wait, they're saying I don't understand why on ESPN they're saying that the Giants are getting the ball out of halftime. That's not happening. I'm pretty sure because we got the ball first, so they got to correct that. You said the refs need to be investigated. What have they done? I don't want any of those Bucks wide receivers. I'd rather have one of the receivers out of the draft and not have to worry about paying them top dollar for a while. Yeah, the defense comes out and plays well. Let's be real, the defense has pretty much played well all year, and they've kind of fallen apart when they've been on the field the entire game, and having to deal with turnovers where they're starting with their backs in the end zone basically. So the defense has been lights out. The offense just got to help them. But what's your problem with the refs so far this game? I haven't seen anything crazy from them. I mean, they haven't made any bad calls though today. Yeah, the refs have made some bad calls this year for Giants games, and probably have lost us about 2 games. But this today they've been pretty solid. They haven't made any mistakes been pretty down the middle. I thought that they would call that throw down the field a catch, but they didn't. So yeah, I definitely agree with you word for the most of the season, but I haven't really seen them make any mistakes. Maybe that spot for that Slayton catch, but that kind of helped us. Right now, the Cardinals have a 91.6% chance of winning this game. That's what ESPN is telling us. You're saying the kick ball? I mean, you can kick the ball out if you can. That's legal. He got blocked into him, and his leg ended up kicking Deion Lewis. Yeah, I think Daniel Jones has a thing against the Cardinals to where he just plays like this. I don't get it. Yeah, Word, I understand your frustration because they've been at us all year, but today I don't really think they've done anything too crazy. They haven't really affected the game that much. Deion Lewis has got to hold on to the ball. Yeah, every quarterback has that team though. Eli had the Vikings. DJ seems like it's the Cardinals. Peyton Manning had the Chargers for a while. Tom Brady had, I think, the Dolphins. So everybody's got that team. Let's see if the special teams can finally come up and make a play for us. Stop them in the 20-yard line, in the 25. Jabril Peppers looks like he's talking trash. Yeah, the team looks flat. Well, not the team. The team doesn't look flat. The offense looks flat, and the special teams have looked flat. But at least the special teams came up and made that tackle in the 25. Gives us some kind of something to work off of. Because you got to make your defense believe that if they make a play, that the offense can complement them. All right. 7 yards to Christian Kirk. We got a little pressure in his face on that time, but the Cardinals have been doing a really good job. Cardinals have been doing a really good job picking up these blitzes, and Murray hasn't really been under pressure all game. Christian Kirk tried to fall forward, but luckily our defense came up. 3rd and 2 here. This will be big if we get off the field here. Quick 3 and out. Hopkins is open. That's way too open. I don't understand. I understand he wants to bend but don't break, but you got to be real. It's 3rd and 2. Where do you think they're going to throw the ball to? Like, if you're going to do that, I could run into the middle of the defense and turn towards the quarterback and catch the ball. Like, come on, man. You got to man that up. Bradbury's playing entirely too well for that not to be manned up, and Murray is not going to be able to run with that. Look at this, man. Look at this. That's what happens when you don't wrap up. They blew it up, and then they let them get off to the outside and pick up 4. They completely blew that play up. And he's just so little, you can't get your hands on him. And mind you, Kyler is like 5'9", and all of our defensive linemen are 6'3", 6'4", with long arms. So he probably can't see anything over them. Chase Edmonds with 3 right there. Yeah, it looks like the defense did go on the boat party again. Who's that? Gronk in the back of the end zone? I think I got him on my fantasy team. All right, 3rd and 3. Come on, defense. Let's not have anybody just run to the marker and just be wide open. Looks like they're playing zone again here. They're playing zone again here. It's a race to the outside, and Murray's going to win that. Jabril Peppers did a bad job spying him right there. He's got to get more depth on that, because at that point you're trying to beat out blockers in the offensive lineman. You can't play this guy. I tried to tell Giants fans, you cannot play this guy like you play Russell Wilson, because you're not going to just be able to casually keep up with this dude. And look, finally got some air. Kenyon Drake has finally got some air. It's going to happen. I mean, you keep the defense on the field forever, it's going to happen. I think if they get in the end zone here, it's wrapped. It's curtains. It's curtains. They get in the end zone here, it's curtains. You got to make those tackles. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They're trying to play Kyler like they played Russell Wilson, and there's not a man in the league that is going to be able to stand casually and spy Kyler one-on-one and not be able to, he's going to get to the edge every time, or he's going to cut back. Russ is elusive, but he's not as fast or as explosive as Kyler, even, with whatever calf injury he's got going on. All right. It'll be a 3rd, and because of execution, they've kept us in this game. Yeah, we gotta do all of that, but we're not doing it. So, I mean, I can't be mad at the defense. The defense, the way they've played with their backs against the wall, I mean, this is their first drive that they've really given up the length of the field. Yeah, I didn't even notice that hold if you saw 1-3 elite. I don't think if it's 16-0, the game is over. But if they get in the end zone, I think it's ball game. Chase Edmonds to the outside. Jabril Peppers, if he's not an animal, that's a touchdown. Third and 3 here. Yeah, the Giants haven't run any plays in their territory. Wide open, and he's going to run in. He fumbled, and that's out of the back of the end zone. It should have been. That should have been a touchback. That looks like a fumble there. Let's see. All right, yeah. All right, he was down. I'd say he was down, but it looked like that might have been a touchback. That's the problem when you play this bend but don't break defense. You leave the flats open over and over again, and if a team will take that, yeah, and that's ball game right there, 20-0. Yeah, yeah, that's 20-0 there, and this is not the defense's fault. It's not. I mean, they gave up this drive, and I don't necessarily like the brand of defense that we're playing at this point. But what can you expect? You can't expect them to completely shut down someone over and over again when the offense isn't given any more. I don't expect us to play man the entire game because we don't really have the one-on-one corners. We got Darnay Holmes out right now. We don't really have the guys to play one-on-one coverage. But in third and short, it looks like Colt McCoy's warming up. We'll see what happens with that. Somebody said it's hard chasing Russell Wilson for 2 weeks in a row. You're not chasing Russell Wilson. You're chasing someone faster. So I guess DJ is hurt. I guess he's hurt. So maybe he was out there. He shouldn't have been out there. But like I said, he's made a couple mental errors. But oh yeah, that's what I'm saying. There are times where we need to be in man because, for instance, that all the way back in their territory, if we play man covers right there, DeAndre Hopkins can't just run to the middle of the field and just turn up the field and just be wide open. That's what I call one of those Jason Witten wide open, just sitting there, wide open routes. Yeah, I'm guessing DJ is either hurt or I don't know. But I saw Colt McCoy warming up. I'm not giving DJ an excuse for that. He was out there, so he was out there. But we also saw some reports saying that we also saw some reports saying that Colt McCoy might play. They might split some snaps this week. So who knows? Who knows if he was really healthy, but you're out there. I'm judging you on what you're doing. That's what I'm saying. You're out there. I got to judge you on what I see. And if he's that hurt, then he needs to be out of the game. I mean, he shouldn't have been in the game in the first place. But I think we'll see Colt McCoy here. Now, if Colt McCoy can riddle off, yeah, I know we would be the team that Kyler finally starts to run against. But whatever. He hadn't been taking those lanes for weeks, but he started to do it again. So DJ is the one that's coming out there for us. DJ's the quarterback right now. We'll call McCoy with his helmet on. I don't know. Maybe they thought that he wouldn't be able to go, but he's out there. Oh, boy. Now, listen, I've said this the last 4 or 5 drives for both teams, but this is the drive of the game. If you don't get in the end zone here, it's a wrap. 8 minutes left in the third quarter. Any hope that you have is scoring on this drive. Second and 7 here. Yeah, Golden Tate had that drop down the field too. Yeah, that's probably ball game. I mean, that's probably game. I mean, listen, I want the Giants to get what they deserve. If they don't make the playoffs, they didn't deserve that spot. So that means that we deserve a top 12 pick. Thank you. I'm so glad that Gallman actually caught that pass. Some running backs would have dropped that. All right, Shepard coming in the line of scrimmage. They're going to hand this off. Gallman is going to cut upfield. He's getting to the outside. It's a 15-yard carry right there. Let's keep it moving, man. Getting into the end zone this drive, that gives you a little bit of breathing room. Then you get to see what you do on defense. It gives you some breathing room. They left Marcus Golden unblocked, and Gallman got up the field so quick that he actually shut that play. He wasn't able to shut that play down. Another run to Wayne Gallman as he picks up 3. We're not trying to run the clock out here. I know you want to keep the run on the table, but you got to be aggressive. You got to take some shots. Why are they showing Joe Judge when they say first half offense? Why don't they show Jason Garrett? There you go. I mean, I wish Lawrence Taylor was playing every day. Gallman in the flat. He's just going to give 6 and 4. That's about 4.5, 5, and get out of bounds. I feel like at this point it's 4 down territory. Any 4th and less than 4 yards is probably you got to go for it. 3rd and 4 here. He's got time. You got someone wide open. Golden Tate comes down with the catch. We're down at the 1. You got to expect Gallman to punch it in. I'm not excited at this point. We got to get in the end zone. But that's a good catch. Golden Tate redeemed himself. Yeah, I see King Tone said DJ needs to take some shots. And that's what he did. All right, so a quick 7 points there. Quick 7 points. Let's do it again. Let's get a stop and let's do it again. Got to do it again. And that's why Daniel Jones doesn't have many touchdowns, because his receivers get tackled inside the 5-yard line on a regular basis. I don't think we're signing Dak. I don't think there's any way we're signing Dak. But I do think, I'll keep it real. I think Dak is better than DJ, but I don't think we're signing Dak. All right. 20-7. You got a couple more times you got to score. What's going on, Unlimited Liquid? But yeah, I think you were in that stream yesterday, Unlimited Liquid. I was trying to tell them that I didn't want this to be a letdown game. I didn't want to come out flat. And we came out flat. Let's see if this second half is different. See if we can finally force a turnover. A turnover in this next drive, that really changes the momentum. But it's good that we were able to get down the field and not a lengthy, long drive. I got like a family of elephants that must live over top of me. Sorry if you guys can hear that. I think a win right here, that's going to be big, but we got to get in the end zone 2 more times, and we got to, obviously stop them from scoring too many times. And this looks a lot better if we were able to get some of that, get some kind of a stop that last drive. But the defense is doing their thing. Hopefully, they got some encouragement from seeing the offense finally getting the end zone and making a play. We don't necessarily have to shut them out. We just gotta put up points and limit their scoring. But I do have confidence in our defense to do that, because we've done some pretty good things like that. So we got to start playing fundamentally sound football, though. All right, they're gonna start it off at the 25. Let's get it going. I don't have the sound on, so I don't know what they're talking about with this Walter Payton Man of the Year. Shout out Dalvin Tomlinson. Kyler is back in kind of like looks like a weird pistol. They're gonna hand that off, and they're letting that O-line get confidence. Yeah, if the defense scores, that'll be huge. The Giants took away that initial read, and they did a horrible job of you're making it easy. You're letting these quarterbacks look right in front of them and just have guys wide open in front of their face. Like, if you want to leave someone open, at least don't have it like 5 yards in front of them. He's got all the time in the world again. He's going to take off. Yeah, he's going to take off again. He's going to slide. What is Devontae Downs doing? Devontae Downs has got to be the dumbest person I've ever. Get this dude off the field. He just slid and he dove and tried to punch the ball out. I mean, I just don't understand. This dude, I don't like him on the field at all. I don't get it, man. Why are you trying to poke the ball out after the play is over? And then I really hate to see him on the field. You're leaving these route runners wide open. It's ridiculous. I don't get it. That's my only criticism I've ever had on Patrick Graham is that the zone is so loose that you if a quarterback is going to be patient enough to dink and dunk, they can do it all day. And now they're back in our territory. And now Chase Edmonds to the edge. He picks up 4. Picks up 5, it looks like. I mean, I don't understand for the life of me why he won't blitz Kyler Murray, why he's just rushing, and he's rushing 3 or 4 and just letting him just find these open guys. Great tackle by Jabril Peppers, and I'm glad that Larry Fitzgerald held on to that ball, because if he didn't, it'd be a 2nd and 5 instead of a 3rd and 7. I mean, it'd be a 3rd and 5 instead of a 3rd and 7. And the Buccaneers just let the Vikings just throw it short and punch it in the end zone 2 plays in a row. I know he's scared of getting beat over the top, but I mean, to just let them just dink and dunk you the entire game, 3rd and 7 here. Let's just hope that we can. All of this time, that's too much time, man. And he throws it away. All right. So this is a 4th and 7. They got the ball like the 42, 43-yard line. Let's see. I think they're probably gonna punt this to us. All right, Jabril Peppers back there to return the punt. Let's see if we can get a spark here. It's calling for a fair catch. Start off at the 6-yard line. Yeah, sometimes you got to do it, man. Sometimes you got to do it, Fernando. Hopefully, man. Hopefully that works. If we can get in the end zone here, it's a ball game. It's a serious ball game. Let's make something happen. Meanwhile, the Cowboys are leading 20-7 too. So I'm rooting for 2 comebacks. The Titans are beating the Jags 31-10. Buccaneers up 23-12. Chiefs up 28-10 on the Dolphins. Again, like I said, apologies if you hear some background noises. People above me must be a family or a herd of elephants. Well, the defense got to stop. We just got to get in the end zone here. We got to go. The thing is, we got to go, 93 yards to score? Okay, you're saying you can't hear it? Yeah, let's just first just get in the end zone here. I'm just keeping this one drive at a time. All right, that's good. Because I sure hear it loud. This is our shot, get in the end zone. Starting off at the 7. DJ in the shotgun. It looks like they'll run it here. Yeah, I did not like that at all. That yeah, colleges. I mean, I don't know if he meant if he meant that on purpose or not. But I just try not to just assume what people's intentions are. But yeah, I'm glad you like me on the podcast. Gallman is, oh man, if that's Saquon, he's gone. That's the one thing with Gallman, his 9, 10 yard, even 20-yard things are touchdowns for Saquon. For all you people that say we don't need Saquon, that's what Saquon will give you. That's a touchdown there. Yeah, that's what we got to do. We got to get in the end zone here. Now let's get this 3rd and 1. I don't think Saquon is fragile. I mean, he's just had 2 freak injuries. Oh boy. And now you got DJ limping. He had a good shot for that ball, but it was just a little bit out of his reach. That would have been a nice contested catch. I wouldn't even punt that, man. 3rd and 1, man, just to have that there, that's way too close, man. I wouldn't even punt it. You got to run the ball. How did you win your last 3-4 games by running the ball? I said, let me see it. Who were saying that I said we didn't need Saquon? I was saying that I like the fact that Gallman got up the field and he puts us in better situations as far as, a functional offensive running back in this system. But Saquon, like I said, I mean, you take the loss of yards, but at the same time, you're going to get a lot more big plays. But do I think we need Saquon to be a good offense? No. But do I think that he's a superstar and a home run hitter and, a threat to score on any drive? Definitely. Yeah, we should have run the ball. I don't get that. I really don't. Like Jason Garrett, man, I don't. Sometimes I like what he does. Sometimes I don't. Like he's been so stubborn to continue to run the ball, and then you don't do it in 3rd and 1. There, you're taking a shot play out of the slot instead of just running the ball there. Yeah, I mean, you take the good with the bad with Saquon. When he's running, I say that Saquon looked the best in Pat Shermer, the 2nd year of him playing. After Pat Shermer challenged him to run more tough, he was kind of running that Wayne Gallman thing and then being elusive in the second level. But a lot of times that Saquon, tries to make something out of nothing, sometimes he actually gets, sometimes he actually gets 50 yards instead of a 1 yard gain. So it's difficult. It's just all about if you're ready to absorb those negative runs. That's just going to happen with him. Exactly. It's kind of like the Carson Wentz Daniel Jones thing too, where Saquon felt like if he didn't make that play, I mean, nobody's going to make it. And now we're giving them the ball at the 50-yard line. So yeah, Saquon going north-south isn't going to – it's just not going to do it, man. Like Saquon going north and south, he's not the same back. He's not the special back. So, I mean, he is who he is. He just needs a good offensive line that can keep him clean. And that's a lot of time for Kyler Murray. He's going to take off there. Picks up 4. I mean, you got to wonder why we didn't run the ball there. And you give them the ball at the 50, at the very least they punt it, and we're back inside our own 10-yard line. And they're going to let the clock drip down, get out of this 3rd quarter probably. They're going to run a play. He's taking off, and he's going to pick up this first. I think he's a yard short, actually. I couldn't see that. But, yeah, I mean, if you ask me pretty much right now, I think this game is over. I don't understand why we didn't run the ball there on 3rd and 1 because we were picking up some momentum. But, the thing is, I guess if we complete that pass to Sterling Shepard, I mean, I'm wrong, but we didn't. So I'm going to complain. Like, just think about how we've won these games the last 4 weeks. It's been running the ball, and you go down the field and you score a touchdown, and then you're only down, 13 points? So at that point, the run is still in effect. You're in your own 10-yard line. Just run the ball, and then we get a punt that's only like 30 yards. Yeah, I don't know if they're holding, man. I don't know if they're holding. I think they just can't catch Kyler Murray. It's impossible to catch him. A lot of these things that Russ Wilson was getting sacked on, Kyler's just running out of. I don't even know how this dude ends up getting sacked. I don't because he runs out of everything. Yeah, I'll have to look back at the tape to see to see what you guys are saying. You're saying that there's some holes, so I'll look back at the tape. But so far, I haven't seen anything that looks egregious. But I mean, you're probably right. You're probably right. They probably are getting held. Yeah, it was a lot of times Russ had time. He had a spot to run to, but he stayed behind the line of scrimmage and ended up getting the sack. So they're definitely different players. Oh, the ball's out and they got it back. Let's see. Let's see. Who got it? Who's got it? Yeah, they got it back. Of course, man. Of course. You got to get on that ball. But it looks like somebody's answered. The defense loves to like point the other way to pretend like they got it every time the ball comes out. So it always gives you hope. But they like it looked like somebody fell on top of it as soon as it came out. So yeah, they got that back. Yeah, Jason Garrett today. I don't necessarily like what he's done. Yeah, special teams has been elite. I mean, the special teams was elite last year, and they've been elite most of this year. But the last 3-4 weeks, we have been in trouble with the special teams. Field position has been bad. We've had a return for a touchdown. We've had a blocked punt. Now we've had a fumble on special. But maybe you can blame the last couple of weeks on it. But today, with Deion Lewis out, I mean, with him fumbling like that, that's not really a special teams coach's fault. But I will say these returns are alarming. Yeah, you definitely got lucky. That was a momentum kind of building fumble. The Giants have been able to get on top of that. But it's just that kind of game, I guess. Yeah, it's both. I mean, it's a mix of the coaching and the players. It always is. But I mean, I put most of the stuff on the player. But at the same time, that run play, I mean, that lack of calling a run on third and run right there, 3rd and 1, might as well call it 3rd and run. The way that this offensive line has been playing the last month, I have no idea why you don't put that in their hands. If you don't get a yard, you don't deserve to be on the field. Instead, we take a 30-yard shot down the field to Sterling Shepard. Yeah, the team is playing flat. The defense came out and defense is starting to play flat. So we'll see. I don't know what they're doing upstairs. Sounds like they're moving furniture across. I don't get it. I don't get it. I mean, I think we have a couple of dudes that do that, like Jabril Peppers. We got a couple guys that get people hype, but yeah, we got to come up and make that tackle on Kenyon Drake. Yeah, that's game right there. They don't have any business scoring any of these points. Yeah, I think we have they call them the rah guys, but it doesn't matter. Maybe you're saying we don't have that on offense. Maybe not. He fumbled again, and they got it back again. I mean, It's ridiculous. They got to get Kenyon Drake out of there because he almost fumbled that last play too. So he's got to stop touching the ball. This is the this is like the third time in a row that he's almost fumbled. He fumbled this time. Bailey's got to go. Whoa, that's a dangerous throw. That's 3rd and 10 there. Yeah, y'all might as well keep Edmonds the rest of the game. I don't even think that Kenyon Drake is a better back than Chase Edmonds. I think they just give him the ball because he's probably getting paid more. And he's the bigger back. But Chase Edmonds, to me, is a threat, especially as a receiver, too. Yeah, I've never seen that bad of a performance from a kicker. Has he made any kicks? Chase Edmonds in the open field. He picks up like 8. They'll probably take their field goal here. Kolodak Dundee is talking about the Buccaneers game. It shouldn't be a shutout. The Giants, they scored a touchdown, dude. No, he barely made that. Yeah, I was expecting Mike Nugent to miss a field goal, but he's been money so far. You said Edmonds is injury prone. Yeah, I don't know. I think Edmonds is more of a threat. It wasn't a lucky touchdown is having a Giants returner fumble inside the 20-yard line and give you your first touchdown. That it didn't look like the Cardinals were going to score a touchdown against that defense. It seems like Kolodak is more upset about this game than I am. But I hope you're having fun. Hopefully your team doesn't collapse. But yeah, I mean, the offense has got to go back out there. That last 3rd and 1, I'm really surprised they didn't run it. Yeah, I mean, it looks like you're stressed out. We got Jay Salcedo on here. He's a Cardinals fan, and he's doing what a regular fan would do. But it seems like you're upset. You say, yeah, I know he's small. I know he's smaller than Kyler, and he's a really little dude. He's not going to get like 30 more. He's not going to get like 30 touches a game, but I just think he's a better player. They got to get Kenyon Drake out of there. He fumbles too much. So Salcedo and Kolodak, do y'all like Mike Nugent better than Zane Gonzalez? Because he hasn't missed yet. Oh man. That dude Kolodak, he must be shorter than Kyler Murray because you got the biggest short man's complex. But yeah, they need to get Gonzalez out of there if this dude is going to make all of these kicks. He's the equivalent to Daniel Jones. All right, offense. See what y'all got. Hopefully Deion Lewis doesn't bring this out. TV just went out. offense is coming out there. That's what I'm saying. I mean, I can see if the Cardinals were like the Patriots, but okay. Yeah, hopefully Zane would have missed. Hopefully Zane would have missed a couple for us. I mean, I see a 6-6 and a 5-17. All right, this is another big drive. I believe we should have, we should have scored on that last drive, but we'll see. Look at why is Jason Garrett continuing to come out here with one receiver? At the end of the day, I don't care what. Yeah, Kolodak is here every week, but I don't care if Daniel Jones is going to start turning the ball over. Just open up the offense and throw the ball. You're down by what, 16 points? You got to make something happen. You got to make something happen at this point. And I don't know why Alfred Morris is in the game. He's not a receiving back, and he's not even our best blocker. All right. Quick little 7 yards right there to Sterling Shepard. No, one thing I will say about Kolodak, one thing I'll say about Kolodak is he's one of the Cardinals fans that really kept coming in here after they start losing games. A lot of the Cardinals fans that were here early in the season, when they start losing, they left. And I wonder if Jason Garrett is going to punt this. Well, not Jason Garrett. It's not his decision, but I wonder if Joe Judge will punt this. It's really nothing you can do. I mean, it's just a blitz. Yeah, I'll say Kolodak, Jay Salcedo, and another longtime sub, Cattle Dog. All of them have been here. All of them have been here throughout their losing streak. A lot of those other Cardinals fans disappeared. But I guarantee you a lot of those Cardinals fans that disappeared are going to be under my post-game video. They're going to be back. The Dolphins getting blown out. Yeah, I mean, what do you expect? They went up 10-0 and they're getting blown out. Yeah, I'll say today, I mean, especially when I look at the tape, I mean, at this point, it looks like the entire team and the coaching staff came out. Yeah, I mean, Dave Brown was the last dude quarterback for the Giants. What's going on, Pamela? I mean, we still got a small chance. There go Cliff Kingsbury in his Patriots uniform. Yeah, DJ is not having a good game at all. I don't know what's going on with this dude. Because he was getting better and better every week. Oh yeah, I mean, I know about that. You know, I got my I think I got like 100 subscribers the week I made like a video talking about the Steelers. There was like 150 Steelers fans that subbed to me because they were so angry at what I said about I thought we could beat the Steelers week 1. They were all over the place. All right, 2nd and 9 here. 10 minutes left in the game. Chase Edmonds across the formation. Yeah, this is my thing. When you play against a receiver like Hopkins has kept a lot of these drives going. Because when you play against a receiver like him and you play a soft zone like that, he's gonna find the spaces. There's no one there. He's gonna find those spaces every time. And if you don't man that up, you're gonna have an issue. Oh yeah, of course the Giants can still win the division. Oh yeah, they still can. It all depends on what Washington does today, but you know. We got pressure. And he threw that one away. And he's limping again. All right. 2nd and 10 here. That's why I think we're going to have to invest in a cornerback this offseason because Patrick Graham loves to play man defense, but he feels he can't because our corners can't cover. So if we can find a way to get out of this zone, this soft zone, we can actually be able to play straight up defense against these teams and not let these receivers that can run routes and get open just completely terrorize us. I think DeAndre Hopkins has been one of the bigger factors in this game. Whoa, what a play. The ball sheared. This is a 3rd and long here. Yeah, the biggest deciders have been DeAndre Hopkins on these clutch downs, picking up solid first downs, the inability to do anything on offense, a couple of bad play calls by Jason Garrett, and then I think the huge thing was that fumble by Deion Lewis. So we're going to have another shot at it. I think we'll probably be able to stop him on this 3rd and 13. A lot of time. He's going down here. All right. So they're going to probably pin us deep here, but we'll have a shot. As 3 Elite is saying, all we need is 2 touchdowns and a 2-point conversion. 2 touchdowns and a 2-point conversion. 2-point conversions. Yeah, that took him out of field goal range. The Brill Peppers are going to call for a fair catch. We'll start off at the 6. This is 4-down territory. All 4-down territory at this point. We have got to get the end zone. We got to get a 2-point conversion, and we got to get the ball back after that. Defense did a great job on that first takeaway that the Cardinals defense had. But they ended up giving up a touchdown on the Deion Lewis fumble. So got to step up, man. You can't expect the defense to be superheroes. You got Evan Ingram on the bottom of your screen, I think, or at the top of your screen, coming down, line up at that tight end position. They're sending the house, it looks like. Wayne Gallman picks up 4. And this is my problem, man. He's fair catching. I don't know why. I guess he doesn't want to risk fumbling and getting hit, but the field position has been big this game. And that's what's annoying me. You don't run it on 3rd and 1, but you run it down all of these points. And he fumbles the ball. Andrew Thomas gets it back. Yeah, he got sandwiched on that play. Both sides came in. Yeah, Daniel Jones does not like the Cardinals, man. He was playing so much better against everybody else, but something about the Cardinals. Something about this team, man. Hopefully, I'm just glad they're not in our division anymore because it seems like he's going to have issues playing against this team. The entire team, actually, because the defensive line and the offensive line have been playing so well, and all of a sudden they're giving up 5 sacks. And Sterling Shepard with a great catch. Daniel Jones is over 100 yards. Is that a false start there? Of course. It's something that just makes me mad every time I see him call anything. I just don't like this dude. Yeah, they have not been able to block this Cardinals pass rush so far. Yeah, and that's an errant throw. And DJ's still limping around a little bit. Oh, boy. I mean, I expected this, to be honest with you guys. I expected us to come out here and lay an egg because it just seemed like we were due for one. And we were trending up so much, it just seemed like we were due for one. That's a lot of protection there. I mean, you cannot get mad at that. You can't be mad at that, man. Like, the offensive line protected for 4 seconds. I don't know if that's him not finding people open, or if that's, I don't know what that is. You say who has the ball? Giants have the ball right now. It's actually let me actually pull this up so you can see it. Another false start there. So it goes from 3rd and 22 to 3rd. Offensive line is breaking down, and DJ is breaking down right now. Yeah, I feel your pain, Word. This is definitely frustrating. Offensive line and DJ are folding right now. As the Cowboys go up, what's going on, Cattle Dog? Yeah, I mean, Cowboys go up 30 to 7 or something on the Bengals. Third and 27 here. Yeah, at this point, man, just nail the game out, man. I'm not going to react strongly either way and say get rid of somebody. I mean, I'm not going to say get rid of somebody who everybody was saying was good 2 weeks ago. But he's definitely limping out there, and it seems that Daniel Jones, if he's going to be our quarterback, he's going to have to have use of his legs. Without that use of his legs, he seems like he's reverting back to not make. Look at this, man. Yeah, this special teams too is collapsing. I don't get it. Oh yeah, I knew they were better than Seattle, but our offensive line had been playing so well in general, just against everybody, that I thought we'd be able to do more. But props to you guys, because our offensive line is breaking down. Yeah, they're going to put in Colt McCoy now because he's limping around. DJ is limping around now, so he's done for the day. He probably shouldn't have played. Like, I imagine that that if DJ is going to be our quarterback, he's going to have to be able to run. Because without that threat to run, he doesn't seem like he's the same dude at all. He doesn't seem like he's seeing the defenses the same way. He doesn't have the same confidence. So they should have just waited for him to be able to run to come back. Otherwise, it's no use for him out there right now. Yeah, I don't want Sam Darnold. Yeah, I mean Kolodak this week I can't defend him, but like I said, the last 4 weeks DJ was looking really good. But if he's gonna play like this every week, obviously he hasn't played like this since early on in the season. But I think it's just something about the Cardinals. DJ is looking like a mix between early season DJ and last year, as far as these fumbles out of nowhere. He wasn't fumbling for months. Julian Love almost got that tip, but got a screen to the outside there. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. This is all the worst of him, man. He's shown me something different the last 2 months he's played. But if he's gonna play like this, then obviously, yeah, he's not protecting the ball. Yeah. I mean, time will tell. We already played ourselves out of that first pick, so who knows? All I can do is just hope whoever's out there is going to do something. Yeah, I doubt they're going to get Dak. I really don't think they'll get Dak. But like I said, you never know. Some people have said that the Giants need to trade for Matt Stafford. I don't really like Matt Stafford either. If we were moving on from DJ, I wanted a young quarterback, but it doesn't look like we're going to get one. So, I mean, maybe Trey Lance will be available wherever we're picking. Depends if we make the playoffs, but who knows? The way this team has played this year, the way DJ's played this year, he might come back out next week and look good. Who knows, man? I know for one thing, against the Cardinals, he's not going to show up. And this offensive line isn't going to show up against the Cardinals either. Yeah, again, they don't cover him. We got to get that second corner because playing this zone defense against these teams that have these possession receivers, Hopkins, Devontae Adams, route running guys, that's not going to work. Yeah, I mean, I know Golden probably knows some of the offense, but altogether, it's just been a bad performance by everybody on the offense. And the second half, I mean, the defense they're probably going to give up what? Maybe they might to get to 30 points. But it's not really like the defense played all that bad. If they had consistent help from the offense, I don't see the defense playing this bad. Yeah, but he's also just straight up just beating Andrew Thomas on some of these plays too. So maybe he knows his weaknesses. Yeah, he doesn't look comfortable out there at all. DJ doesn't look comfortable. He's been lumping pretty much the entire second half. So who knows? And again, I'm pretty much satisfied with what happens the rest of this season because it's just all about this. We deserve the pick that we deserve. So if we're picking in the top 12, that's the pick we deserve. If we win this division, And hopefully we win it by a game. If we win it, then we deserve the 19th, 20 pick. Yeah, I mean, I knew this had the potential to be this kind of a game. I didn't think that the offense would look this bad, but I did think that this had the potential to be a game where we turn the ball over and kind of let it get out of hand. Because also, Giants fans, we haven't seen any convincing kind of a game since like week 3, week 4. So this team actually beat us convincingly. Yeah, it's possible. I mean, I don't know if Trey Lance will fall to us. I think Trey Lance is a candidate to go to Washington. But Joe Judge is so close to the vest. Who knows? He might take another quarterback we don't even know about. Whatever pick we're at. Well, yeah, if Washington make the playoffs, then yeah, we probably would be the team with that first shot at Trey Lance. All right, getting back to the edges. They pick up a half a yard there. I was trying to tell people you can't play Kyler like you played Russell Wilson. It's a different team. They do not have a DeAndre Hopkins over there who can run those intermediate routes and get open. Quarterback is faster. You can't play that exact same scheme. It's not going to work. And people thought that because Russell Wilson was a better, thrower, they thought it would be able to work, but it's not. And first of all, they have the entire scheme we ran on film, so we can't do the same thing 2 weeks in a row. The defense fought today. I'm not angry with the defense, man. Of course, we could have used a couple of stops, but at the end of the day, the offense has 7 points on the board. So anything after this drive is pretty much garbage time. And I don't even think I was streaming the week that we lost to the 49ers. So this is my first stream where we're actually out of the game, like completely out of the game, with like 3-4 minutes left. Yeah, the turning point was that Deion Lewis fumble, I feel, and after that, it was pretty much us trying to get the momentum back. Also, another turning point was that 3rd and 1 we had. We had a potential to go out and probably get the 14 points and let it be a one-possession game. We're on a 3rd and 1, and we try to go deep to Sterling Shepard. Yes, because the West Coast teams, they attack the edges. And our team is very good in the middle of the field. And as soon as they attack these edges, it's always going to be open for them. Yeah, man. Fernando, I'm going to say it's a wrap here. I don't know how we're coming back from 19. That'll be big. That will be big. I think Colt McCoy is probably going to be coming out. I mean, there's no point in putting DJ in more trouble. But yeah, he's definitely been limping out there. Maybe early in that game where he got his leg twisted up, maybe that re-aggravated it. But either way, whoever's out there, you got to play better. And Deion Lewis is on the sideline too. All right, Colt McCoy's out there. They probably should have given DJ an extra week to rest because he didn't look right the entire game. Mentally, I mean, it's also a mental part of the injury, and he doesn't look like the same guy that got injured. at all. He doesn't look like that same person. And watch McCoy throw a couple short passes against prevent defense, and people think that he's the savior. Like the game is won in the trenches. Just like we won last week in the trenches, the game is won in the trenches. Yeah, everybody makes me miss Eli, man. See, if Jerry Reese had done right by Eli and they had gotten him an offensive line, Eli would be playing right now. He'd be playing like at this moment. So whether it be because you can't get injured and he's got a lot of mental blocks he's got to figure out, man. Yeah, I don't think Mahomes is going to lose that game. Let's see what that score is. Let's see what the score is here. Oh, it's 30-24, huh? Yeah, they let them back in the game. What did the Chiefs get, a safety or something? How'd they get to 30 points? I thought they were 28. Yeah, we'll see, man. I mean, right now, DJ has serviceable weapons, so I'm not using that as an excuse, but I think DJ needs weapons to become, to become that next step up of a quarterback. But right now, he has enough weapons to move the ball. I think DJ, he gets confidence when he's able to run the ball. But him not running the ball right now, it seems like it affects how he plays his into everything. But like I said, watch Colt McCoy. I mean, whether you believe in DJ or not, I don't think that Colt McCoy is better than him. But watch Colt McCoy come out here and complete a couple passes against prevent defense, and then you're gonna have Giants fans saying that Colt McCoy is the reason he's the winner, and he's gonna take us to the promised land. The guy that threw 105 yards last week in a pick. Not saying that I hate Colt McCoy, but I mean, if Daniel Jones isn't going to do it for you, Colt McCoy is definitely not going to do it for you. And also, the Seahawks we were a really bad matchup for them. Russ is not as mobile as he used to be. We beat up on 4 teams with bad offensive lines and defensive lines. So this is why I say this was a good test. They didn't really move the ball. With Colt McCoy, I wouldn't say that they really. I mean, they were able to run the ball. We ran the ball for almost 200 yards. And see what I'm saying? I knew Colt was going to throw it up a couple of times to give his receivers a chance. But yeah, I mean, I think at this point you got to hold DJ out until he can run, probably, because he doesn't have any confidence. And they're calling that pass interference because Slayton pushed off, I think. Let's see. He didn't even catch that in bounds. Yeah, Slayton didn't even catch that in bounds, man. This is why people had to kind of pump the brakes when they thought that Darius Slayton was going to be the next big wide receiver. When I look at the tape, I don't see DJ having problems reading defenses. I saw that a lot last year, but I see DJ having problems on what to do. Like I see him reading the defense, and then him deciding, oh, should I run? Should I pass? And then at that point, the rush is already there. And I haven't seen that from like probably the last month and a half, but definitely saw that today, and I'll probably see it when I look at the tape. But yeah, my point is the 190 yards that we got last week, it was because the offensive line and the tight ends were running people over. Like we destroyed the line of scrimmage that entire game on both sides. Fourth and 11 here. If this doesn't get completed, this is pretty much game. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. DJ thinks too much, and that's been my criticism of him, is that he thinks too much and he loses confidence. When he goes out there and he's just playing, and he's playing loose, he's really good. But when he's going out there and he's hesitating and he's thinking, that's when the fumbles start. That's when the lack of production starts. So it'll be interesting to see what we do. Deion Lewis in the backfield. Evan Ingram will pick this up. All right. So we get to see a couple more minutes of mediocre football. Oh, look, a blindside fumble. Does Daniel Jones? Oh, is that Daniel Jones, or is it just the quarterback who had pressure coming from his blind side? I don't know who told Andrew Thomas to start playing bad again, but that's what happens when you have pressure and the quarterback doesn't see it. Not everybody is Patrick Mahomes and Russell Wilson, all these guys that have that sixth sense. I mean, that's going to happen. It's a blind side for a reason. Andrew Thomas definitely took a step back this week. They can probably nail this out at this point. All right. Hey, listen, I try to tell people, man, a blindside fumble is a blindside fumble. You're getting crushed and sandwiched like that, you're going to fumble the ball. Daniel Jones has been at a 30-degree angle. I'm surprised his spine is still connected to his legs. Reddick got 5 sacks? Hassan Reddick got 5 sacks, really? Oh my God. I haven't had the sound on. I just realized he's gotten all these sacks. That is hilarious. The Giants making his dream come true. He's going to get a contract from that. Chandler Jones might have had 10, 11 sacks. If Hassan Reddick is getting 5 sacks, my God. Hopefully you all beat Philly next week. I think you should beat them. But I really hope you do. Reddick got 5 sacks, man. That's hilarious. How many sacks did he have coming into this game? Because I'm pretty sure OC has that record at 6.5. So that's just one short of the record. Did he have 5 sacks coming into this game? And now he has 10? Or is that okay? So yeah, he has 10 now. That's hilarious. Yeah, I think Fernando, if we get to 7 wins, that's the division. But we'll play it by ear. We'll see how this goes, man. If we don't make the playoffs and DJ is the reason that we don't make these playoffs, then, anything is happening. But shout out to the Cardinals fans that have sat through that streak, that losing streak. You guys definitely deserve it, man. Because I know you guys that have seen my videos a couple months ago, y'all been waiting to see this game so y'all can come and talk trash. Yeah, you can't blame this on the defense, man. You definitely can't blame it on the defense at all. I don't think it's on the coaches. As far as blame goes, I mean, just looking at the offense and what happened, I mean, I say Garrett made a couple of bad decisions. I feel like he made a couple of bad decisions in key moments that might have hurt us. But also DJ made a couple of bad decisions too. But and then at the end of the day, it comes back to the offensive line. The protection was again bad this week. I don't know how, but the protection was again bad this week for the first time in about a month and a half. And we suffered because of it. And we weren't able to get that ground game going the way we would probably like to. But the defense fought the entire game. They were a little bit too conservative at some points for my taste, but you can't blame it on defense at all. Yeah, I mean, to me, I think you give all of these quarterbacks time. You give them time, man. I was always the proponent of saying that DJ just keep him through next year. Whatever happens at that point happens. But if you keep him through next year and he's not progressed, then you got to move on. If he's the reason, yeah, that's what I'm saying. It seems like at the very least that if Daniel Jones is going to be the franchise quarterback for this team, that he's going to have to be someone who can run the ball. He's going to have to run the ball on third down. Like, I feel like it just gave him a lot more confidence. He was playing with so much more confidence that I hadn't seen since last year. Like, he would see something open, he would take off, he would run with the ball, he would run that options like with confidence. He would drop his shoulder, which got him hurt eventually. But he was playing some football, man. And if he's not going to be a threat running the ball, that might affect his entire game, and he might just not be good enough without running the ball. But we'll see how it goes, man. Next week we got the Browns. That's going to be a Sunday night game. Next week after that will be the Ravens. And then we'll have the Cowboys. So he might only have to win one more game. But it's just all about, are we going to be competitive in the playoffs? Are we not? And then at that point, should we even be making the playoffs if we're not competitive? I mean, even if we lose in the first round, if we just look like we're supposed to be there, I'll be satisfied. But, guys, I'm going to dip out of here. I'm going to dip out of here. I'm going to probably get up a video soon, and I'll probably just be laughing at Jalen Hurts. Hopefully he embarrasses himself today. If not, it'll make the day even worse if they somehow beat this team. But I'm going to get out of here. Thanks for everybody that popped in the stream. Shout out to any Cardinals fans still in this stream. You guys deserve it. You're going to gloat. I know some guys who have been hiding in the drapes, hiding under the bed for the past 3 weeks are going to pop back out and comment under my post-game vid. But shout out to everybody that popped in the stream.